In the blunt. Get out. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of mobs over the world, right? But I'm talking about mob ties, nigga. H-Town over here. Bitch over here to stay. Yeah, yeah.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Way in this AFC Wild Card game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go. Even. 4 down. Even.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, no timeout.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Switch.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
He's crashing. Hey, tight. Watch safety. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Mike's 22. I got you. Mike 22.
Diggs going in motion right.
Stay with your man.
To throw, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's coming. We got time. Go.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Cooper, the man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Under 10. Strong right. Put it 9. Ship.
In motion is Grant. They run for it with Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Alert 3. 54. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Hey, we got to snap it. Bang.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Hunt, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 37. Check 37.
Now Allen.
Rush in. Rush in.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Now at 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And bulldozing his way through. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
24. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They run again with Hunt. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
We got this.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. I got one.
From the 31, Allen.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 69 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Alert! Hey, 24. Hey, no timeout.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. It's Davis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
We're going 25 to Mike. Let's go.
From the 45 on second down, Allen being chased out left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Alert, alert, alert. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's go.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
43 is the Mike, boys. 43. Check, check. 43. Man, I got it.
Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Bass is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
SOS.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Cooper will come in motion right. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion is Grant. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Allen. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Davis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Alert! 43's the mic. 43's the
They'll
mic.
bring a receiver in motion right.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On play action, Allen.
Watch the whip.
Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The slot man in motion right. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the edge. Check your hot read.
Cooper, the man in motion left. Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 50 points down, he's coming. Hey, alert, alert. Switch. Hey, 24. Check. Alert. Fresno.
On 4th down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Mike's
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hines. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical 3rd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. 23 yards, the final tally.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, watch the ball. Check 3.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Allen.
Lucky.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Bass is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
We got 4.
I got two.
Here's Watson. Into the hands of Cooper. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Hey, alert 3.
Watson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
Check 99.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
4 down. Check, check. Slam, slam. 36, 36.
To throw, Watson out to his left. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike's 50.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.